Thanks for having me, Dave.
Sure. How can we help?
I have inherited about $2.5 million in stock after my father passed away earlier this year.
Wow.
And yeah,
I'm sorry.
and thank you. It was a big shock, but I've gotten with a financial planner and stuff like that, and basically, I guess to align it with their investment objectives, we're looking at, because it was stock that was from my mother that was in the trust that was to him and stuff like that, that there's some capital gains, but it's like 200,000 worth of capital gains if I'm, to go with these guys I've been talking with. But if I keep it at the bank that it's been invested, nothing's been pulled out, so I don't have any taxes to pay on it. But I'm just kind of torn of like, should I keep it where it is? Should I put it somewhere else with another investor, somebody watching money a little better, something like that? It's just a big number, and I've been thrown in the deep end on this.
Yeah, you sure have. How old are you?
I'm 32.
What's your household income?
150.
Okay. Well, in addition to the hurt and the broken heart of losing your dad, now you're in the deep end, and
Yeah.
I hear both of those things in your voice. The uncertainty. There's a certain amount of fear that goes with this, isn't there?
Yes.
Yeah.
I just don't want to do something wrong.
I understand. So there's two ways to avoid doing something wrong. Number one, go slow. Slow down. Number two, do not do anything with money that you are in charge of unless you understand it. And right now, all you're worried about is, did I pick the right guy? And let me tell you who the guy is. The guy in your mirror. That's the guy. And God picked the right guy, and your dad picked the right guy, and you have the right stuff. You just don't have the right knowledge yet. And as you get more knowledgeable, you're going to be more confident. You remember the first time you ever got behind the wheel of a car?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too. I was really scared, uncertain, and I sucked at driving because it was the first time I ever did it. I threw gravel all over my dad's house. Okay? So we really don't want to put you got thrown behind the wheel of the car without any driving lessons, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just take your time. Now, what you're looking for in an advisor is someone who gives advice, not someone who tells you what to do. They
Right.
teach you. They need to have the heart of a teacher. And so then once you understand that, you can say, well, I think it's probably worth a $200,000 capital gain to get out of single stocks, which are higher risk, and get over into some mutual funds where my risk is spread around a little bit. And you can say that with confidence. If that's what they're looking at, I kind of think that's probably good advice because they're worried that that single stock represents a lot of risk to you. The single stock is much more risky than being in a mutual fund with 90 to 200 stocks, where if one or two stocks go up or down, it doesn't destroy you, right? And that's why I don't have any single stocks. I only have mutual funds, because by spreading it around, financial people call that diversity, you get safer because you don't have all your eggs in one basket. Right now, you got one basket and all the eggs are in that.
Right.
So I kind of think they're leading you the right way. What I don't like is that they haven't taught you, because I still hear the uncertainty in your voice. You're not sure. You don't feel it yet. You don't feel peace about it. And so you've got to keep learning until you get peace, and it's okay to let it sit there until you do.
Okay.
Yeah, Patrick, and that means if it takes you a year, let it sit there.
If you want to cash it out just to get out of single stocks and put it in a CD, I'm okay with that. It doesn't matter to me. Whatever you understand and gives you some peace, because listen, if you mess up 2.5 million by 200,000, you're going to be okay. If that's the biggest mistake you make, you're going to be okay. It didn't destroy the whole fortune, right?
Correct.
And let's just say it's a complete error, and you did that. Now, putting it in the wrong thing because some slickster sounded good and was an old family friend or something, but that's the way you could lose the whole $2.5 million.